This is exactly what we expected. There's no way around it. Space Station and NRG both playing excellent Rocket League. NRG had a bit easier of a path here. We saw how close the last series was between Space Station and G2. That one going the distance. But Jorby, I think this is really the moment we have all been waiting for.
NRG have looked hot as of late. Typical though, just as hot. Justin picks up the first save, and game one starts with a couple of NRG opportunities. Another low shot, but Arsenal sneaks it through, and it's Space Station, excuse me, with the first goal.
Arsenal splitting the defense. Garrett didn't get the best touch. You see, he wanted to clear that downfield, ended up getting a weak hit, and Arsenal, he's not one to shy away from turning quickly.
That'd be really quick to get to. And Squishy hops right on top of the next ball. Justin picks up the demo. The ball hopped in front of the box. Garrett's challenge is no good. Reynolds gets it out. Oh, and another
Reynolds
demo.
has done this so many times, Jorby, and this one's going to sneak its way in. Sipical chipping it over the defense. You saw Squishy turn for this ball. He was on low boost, and Reynolds leaves it for Sipical. Oh my gosh, he baited him so hard.
That was a hard bait for sure. And Space Station are going to go for those types of plays, James. We saw it against G2. They're not afraid to get that demo out, even if that player's about to shoot the ball. Reynolds is usually the guy, too, to take those demos and be that aggressive player.
And that was a barrage that we witnessed from NRG, but still SSG stood up to the punishment and was able to get this ball out. It's pretty incredible that NRG hasn't scored as Arsenal puts in the third goal for Space Station.
This just has not worked out for NRG at all. Squishy got that first touch, but was unable to follow it up at all. Couldn't land quick enough on the recovery, and really he wanted a closer catch on that play if he's trying to slow that ball down, and I don't think he got the lightness he wanted on that last touch. NRG going through the progressions and looking forward to game number 2. James, you talk about Arsenal and his on that last set that he had. But remember when he led the league in demos not that long ago? Oh, that was interesting as Squishy gets the goal for NRG late.
Yeah, that's true, Jorby. I mean, there's really not much to say about this goal other than it was kind of funny. Bouncing off the crossbar off Sipical and in. But you're right. You look at Arsenal as one of those players that is not afraid to get aggressive, go up and get those bumps, get those demos. We've seen him do a very good job today of passing. And that's something that I love to watch Arsenal distribute the ball with his clever plays, slows it down, lets defenders miss, and just does the unexpected. But we see that even from Reynolds at times, but more so I would say from Arsenal, who is such a physical player. But Reynolds is also one of those players, Jorby, and when Space Station starts demoing, you got to watch out.
So that Space Station start pulling back on the rotation rather than constantly headhunting, then you might actually find some space in this set. But it starts with Arsenal and a beautiful double tap to kick off game 2.
World class from Arsenal, gets up so quickly, and that read. Honestly, I'm speechless, Jordan. He's holding handbrake to even land, to keep his momentum going, jumps perfectly, so efficient on the boost. And to strike it from that angle with that pace, that is truly a world-class shot.
NRG, a little bit of space. Justin does what he can with no boost. Actually gets a challenge. Squishy decides to come down on the play, and NRG again, they can't really find the follow-up. In fact, they can't find nobody in net. Squishy went to go collect a boost, and he got burned.
Squishy thinks he has time to go get this. He sees Garrett going for the 50, but knows he's got to immediately turn, and that was a bit of a hopeless situation. Squishy left holding the bag on defense, and that small window was enough. Sipical getting that goal, and NRG, they don't seem to have any answers as Arsenal blasts a double tap off the backboard quickly after kickoff.
And that's 6 goals for Space Station in 2 games to NRG's 1. Well, it will just stay in the last 7 minutes. But there is no offense, James, from NRG. They have come out flat in this grand final. They can't get anything going against Space Station.
Yeah, it's a bit like what NRG was doing to the Peeps earlier today. You get them behind on a boost deficit, and you make it tough. But now a window opens up, and Justin will get this first goal.
Well, look, we saw NRG go down from 0-3 to 6-3 in the span of one game. So I'm not willing to say, well, you know, your Space Station playing solid defense. All it takes is one goal, apparently, to turn the jet back on for NRG. So let's see how this develops. But they need something more than a single goal. At least two. Even if you end up dropping this game, at least put on multiple scores. Garrett back to Squishy. They might do it here. They do. Squishy puts it up top, and here come NRG.
And you know, Jordan, we actually saw him do it twice. 2 games where they had a 3-goal swing in about 20 seconds, and now we might be seeing it yet again. NRG does have that ability to flip a switch and start scoring at will. But the Space Station defense has been pretty sturdy except for these 2 goals. We'll see if they can shore things up.
Are 2 quick goals for NRG, and they're holding on to this 1-goal lead now. Well, for how long?
And this is a hard hit. We see a double commit. This could be disastrous. And it proves to be. Justin snipes the lower corner. You knew it was going to be a bad situation for Space Station when you saw Reynolds and Arsenal both up for that ball.
Justin sees the ball, cues it up. Easy shot to the corner pocket right after that double. And just like that, NRG sneaky. They'll at least flick it for now. Starting to get tight. Might be looking at overtime.
Good speed from Arsenal. This is scary for NRG. Reynolds off the backboard. The Space Station attack can flip it on you in an instant.
Wonderfully done. Garrett was in no position to recover on that, and Justin was in net with 0 boost. He had to turn around in net and pray that Reynolds hit that ball anywhere near him, but instead, Space Station, resilient after a 3-goal swing in NRG's favor. They only have 1 more chance. Here's a pass to Justin. He's got Garrett on the right. Garrett's up, off the back wall. Where's Squishy? There he is. Back to Garrett. The shot off the cross. Oh, and Justin missed it by an inch.
Oh my, we have to see that again. If we don't, I'm going to clip it myself.
Players get behind each other, and here's typical back to Arsenal. Hang on a second. Space Station, no goal. But Reynolds, the 3rd man, now creeps forward. Garrett G, long ball to Squishy. He's got a little bit of boost, but can't put the ball on target. We got overtime.
Wow, even in those final moments, we saw a few last haymaker attempts from Space Station and NRG. Now we've got a 0-0 overtime. It has been a gridlock, and now the shot far post will get denied.
Garrett and Justin trying to punch a hole through Space Station. They want the ball. They want midfield. They might get the goal from Garrett. He picks that up, and Arsenal trying to stay behind it. Justin misses. Squishy's there. Goal for NRG.
Garrett with the wave dash here. He gets the pass, gets the bump, and Justin, instead of going for the shot, bounces it out, has full faith in Squishy. And it took a creative play. The wave dash, pass, bump, all in one motion from Garrett. That is what cracked open the defense for Space Station. And NRG stay alive in this series. And Jorby, you felt like it was going to be over unless NRG got the win.
A demo for Garrett. Thought maybe would give NRG a shot. They still might get one here. Justin has 1. He's got the boost for 2. And there it is. Justin hits the double, and NRG have the lead.
So economical with his boost. The perfect tap. Just has to feather. He still had a bit left in the tank. Ended up using it right at the end. But Justin, it is so fun to watch him. He truly is a special player. You talk about players that just make your jaw drop. Justin is that guy. He's already done it multiple times in his career, in live events, and plays like that. It's just so smooth.
And it might take that physical game to actually get another hole for Space Station, but Justin, well, he gets back to the ball in time. Squishy might find a breakaway. Justin connects. The shot blocked by Arsenal, diving back for a save. Maybe tie this match up. Reynolds gets over 1. Here's Arsenal, but Squishy cuts it off. Time expires, and all we wait is for the ball to touch the ground, and there you got it. 2-2 in the match now. Grand finals. He got to the challenge, but Space Station defense holds on. In fact, they might catch NRG back a little bit, but Justin buys time and gets the ball back to Squishy, who has to make another challenge. Typical drops in front of it. Garrett barely gets the touch, and Justin takes it away. I don't know how Garrett got that save.
And the space, a huge bump from Arsenal. Squishy didn't see him coming. And Arsenal, with the physical play, ends this drought for Space Station.
He bores a hole through Squishy's car and absolutely obliterates the goal line. That is marquee Space Station right there. Station having to stop the tsunami that is NRG's offense as time expires. Squishy can't get to the challenge. Typical gets behind it. Justin can only kill it, and Space Station one away from being your major champions.
I like that idea, though, from Squishy. He took his time there, went for the dribble, was hoping he might be able to make something happen all on his own.
Oh, Reynolds perfectly touched, perfectly scored. Wonderfully done.
Squishy was in net. He had 100 boost, and he didn't make the best read on that ball. Reynolds had it off the backboard. Squishy needed to get behind it. I don't know what he was thinking in that situation. That was a tough ball for him. And now Space Station, when they only need one more game to claim the title, get a massive goal at the hands of Reynolds.
Squishy tries to get this ball up, but he's got no boost. Good luck winning that challenge. Forces Justin back over to the corner. More time wasted off the clock. Typical looking for insurance. He got it! Space Station gaming up by 2!
Justin was racing back for this. He lost possession. Typical takes it over. Justin cleared it right back into him. That hit was disastrous for Justin, but Typical had every angle covered.
NRG's last chance. He goes for a quick one to Squishy. Back over to Garrett. Justin already jumped in the air and he missed the ball. He missed it. Time is expiring. There's no goals for NRG on the board. Space Station have done it. They are your North American Fall Major Champions.
Space Station Gaming, they have had such an incredible split. They started off on fire and they finish as the champions for North America.